Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review in the beer room, wearing an Emperor's Brewery t-shirt. There's a reason. So, one happy birthday for the Black Iris Brewery tap room, 1 year old. This is one of the birthday beers released for that. It's a collaboration with Abbeydale beers, and basically it's a Biscoff Imperial Stout called Limp Bizcoff. Limp biscuit rolling was first time I got to a Universal Orlando. Went on Rip Ride Rocket, put the tunes on, so it's a roller coaster that goes straight up. It's a non-inverting roller coaster as well, funnily enough, but that's if you know anything about roller coasters. And it goes straight up like that, and it does non-inverting loops, so it never actually goes upside down, although it looks like it does. And the first song that came on was Limp Bizkit's Rolling, and that is an amazing song. The pump I got from that, I didn't care about the ride. I was like listening to these tunes in my ear, and it was so flipping amazing. And trust me, this has brought it back to me. So brewed with Abbeydale beers, Black Iris Brewery, Abbeydale beers, and Emperor's Brewery. Don't you think it's about time you did a collab? You was there last year, same as me. On the second night, yeah, man, I remember. I was there, and you were there. We were both there on the second night of the opening of the Black Ice Brewery tap room, and so was Pip from Blue Monkey, although he's now at Thornbridge, and yeah, Limp Bizcoff. So yeah, 10%. It's got caramel essence, cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, vanilla, but that's what it is. You know, obviously they're keeping away from copyright, which these days, you know, you got to do what you do. So I'm drinking it in a Bang the Elephant glass. And I do think as well, Black Iris, that you and Bang the Elephant would make an amazing impy together. As well as Emperor's Brewery, obviously. Let's see it happen. Come on. But anyway, let's crack on. Let's get on with the review. And yeah. This is what I love. That cracking open of a beer that you know is going to be amazing. It's going to be something you really want to taste. I could have sat and drank it in the tap room today with the bakehouse in the background, slinging the tunes, and I didn't. Why didn't I? Because been on a rough week with anxiety. If I'm counting 9 out of 10, I've been 9.9. So, you know, is what it is. So, black pour, dark tan head on this. Ooh, jeez. Biscuity, biscoffy on the aroma. Oh, it took a while just to kick in, but ooh. Oh. And it's around about 7 or 8 quid a can. But yeah, I mean, let's be fair. If something ticks boxes, it ticks boxes. You look at a fine whiskey and things like that, you know, that are what they sell for. Something that's worth it is worth it. That is impeccable blending. Impeccable. Did you use Biscoffy biscuits, or did you just use the essences? Because you've done bloody well if you've you know. Oh, I do love Biscoffy biscuits. My wife loves Biscoffy, so Mrs. Raggy is going to be interested in this big time. Well played, Alex. Black Iris Brewery, Abbeydale Brewery, Abbeydale Beers, Abbeydale Brewery. Well played. The aroma just hits the spot. I'm salivating, absolutely bloody salivating. It's 10%. Oh, anyway, let's dive in. It's literally just come from the brewery. I've been in the garden about an hour and a half, straight from the fridge for those of you who think that everything on the beer wall is totally warm and sat there too long, it's just come straight from the fridge. And I wanted to do this. I feel homage to all the local breweries. I am only somebody who drinks beer out of his shed and does a bit on YouTube and social media, and has quite sometimes quite severe mental health issues. But knows a good beer, knows a good brewery, and loves these beers. This is where beers, the old-fashioned beers, yeah, they're all right, they're drinkable, they're good. But beers that tick the flavour boxes, this is where craft beers, this generation of craft beers we're in at the moment, can do that. They can put the flavour that you bloody love into a beer, and it's like, eh. And this is where I have certain local breweries, and yes, there are more national breweries that do it, but I don't need to go national. I live in Nottingham, and Squiffy came to Nottingham in it. Yeah, I know where he came from first. But yeah, Nottingham is just like a bloody epicentre. Nottingham, Nottinghamshire and East Midlands as well, if you can't, you know, let's count the whole lot. It's an epicentre of flipping good craft beer. Yeah, these guys know it. We all know it who live here. And people who've watched this channel know it because I've reviewed most of their beers that have come out. If not literally everyone. Bar the Unwrapped 2 seem to bring about 10 beers a week out. I literally can't afford to keep up with that. You know, there's only so many beers you can afford to buy. And review. Oh, and they smacked it out of my hand then. Oh. So the nose is just simply Biscoffy, unbelievable on the nose. It's not a big ABV beer. I'm not getting 10%. I'm not getting booze factor. Yeah, it's a bit like X Factor, but it's booze. Yeah. Could do a booze factor, couldn't you, really? Yeah. And tonight we have 10 beers from these breweries. Let's see. There's a bloody thing, isn't it? You know. There. Get a load of judges. People who aren't from the beer industry. Me. For one. Local people. I know a few good local people. Vince, Danielle, and a few others that could do it. And you'd have booze factor. No. And Nottingham beer people. Icons. No, that sort of thing. Reviewing the Nottingham beers to see who has beer factor. Oh, Jesus. These things, they just come out, you know, from nowhere. But in any case, got it from the tap room today. It was fairly busy when I got there, and Bakehouse was there doing his thing with his pizzas. I'd have loved to stop. Wife's got a big cake to do, so I literally got no chance. You know, it was just lucky that I could get down, so that's why I picked up the beer. Wanted to do the review. Wanted to do homage to the beer, to the brewery. Love the brewery, love the fact that they're in the Shipstons area of Nottingham. It's very important for me. My dad was a big Shipstons drinker. Yeah, and I do mean big. Jesus. Yeah, if he couldn't put 20, 30 pints away in that, I'd be surprised. Yeah, then I did it. Then I could afford to do it. But, yeah. So. Oh, the taste is converting beautifully. Like I say, with all beers and all tasteful beers, we all have different taste buds. We all like what we like. And then something comes along, you think, Biscoffy? I mean, the Limp biscuit is just bloody amazing. I love that. It pays homage for me personally. Going to America, which we haven't been to America now for 9 years, which kills me. Literally the cost and the world, stupid world we live in. And the fact that Ride Rocket at Universal went on that ride, Universal Studios, And first song, there it is, and I'm like, get that bloody song on. And oh, the ride was amazing, you know. And even though I have really severe anxiety about going up high, you know, yeah, it was great, amazing. And Black House Brewery, what we have is one of them beers. And thank you, because after a tough week, I've had a tough week mentally, and for beer to enlighten me on that tough week, it's quite emotional. That's why I did beer reviews in the first place. Primarily to have a sneaky beer. Always been the way. Primarily also to say that, you know, I looked at some other bloke doing beer reviews and I thought, I can talk about beer. You know, I can talk about beer. And, you know, when I'm on my game, I can talk really good. And when you come across something as special as this, yes, definitely. So like I said, if anybody from Black Iris Brewery is watching, collabs with these breweries, I'd love to see it happen. You've all got the ability to do this, whether you've got the time and the willpower to do it. This guy visited you on night 2. These guys make some of the best Imperial stouts in the country, and they're both local, literally local. And it would be some collab, not just. I reckon 2 collabs, to be fair, but yeah, nonetheless, for me, it's got to happen. But anyway, 12 minutes in, got to be careful because I'm doing this on a video. But that is literally stunning. Absolutely. It does taste the Biscoff. You can get the elements, I've already said. I don't want to go too far because get yourselves onto there. There are shops across the UK that will be selling this. This is a brand that's everywhere. They are at Robin Hood Beer Festival this year. Yeah, you got your arses back in. They're back on. I think we're totally brewed at the beer festival. I will be popping over and saying hello, hopefully when I'm sober. But yeah, these things happen. And yeah, hopefully say hello to them. The Keen's Ed manager who joined Black Iris. What a move. Cracking move, mate. And yeah, absolutely love locals. You know, I'm quite lucky really because living in Nottingham, we are embraced by a plethora of amazing breweries, both traditional, modern traditional, craft, modern craft, and then the boundaries in between those boundaries, unbelievable. With great tap rooms and that. Out of 5, well, would I drink it again? That's the most important question, because if I wouldn't drink it again, then the score's irrelevant. Yes, most certainly. I'd love to have it at the tap room. May even drag the wife down the tap room tomorrow night after she's done a load of cakes, because the poor bogger, she's been working like a sausage. And if Bakehouse are there, and it's worth, you know, getting dropped off by my son, going down and having a couple of beers down there, having a pizza or whatever's on offer, if Bakehouse is still there, and just enjoying some of Nottingham's amazing cuisine. Bakehouse is in Sherwood, literally a stone's throw, got 500 yards, got bloody throw, away from the away from the house, and again, so proud of that place as well. But yeah, out of 5 then. Wow, here we go. So Biscoff on the nose, there's no doubt in this. Obviously they've got to be careful because of stupid bloody trademarks these days. You get trademarked for everything, don't you? Yeah, I need to trademark people for Raggy's beer reviews. Oh yeah, I get nothing for it, but it'd be a laugh. But out of 5 for me, a good 4.59 out of 5. Really great beer. I would say the nose is slightly better than the taste, if I'm being brutally honest. I don't get the same level of Biscoff on the taste. However, it is an absolutely stunning beer nonetheless. And a truly tour de force, and a great thing, you know, that these guys are doing. And happy first birthday for the tap room. Yep, doing a fantastic job, the ladies and gentlemen who staff the tap room. And there's a girl, I think is she American? She comes across with a bit of an American accent. And yeah, she's always down there anyway, and she's a lovely person. Explained to me certain things about some of the Black Irish beers that I didn't realise, and I did a review and the beer didn't look as it should, and she explained, and that's all you need to know sometimes, you know. It's a killer when you're doing a live review and something don't look right, and I've already cracked it open, so I'm already in the realms of there's nothing I can do. You know, if I crack a beer open and I have done this before and it don't look right, I've contacted the brewers and says the beer's not right, and I said to them, do you want me, am I right to do the review? And you know, I'm not here to destroy breweries, that's not what I do. As a fan of breweries, I'm here to be like there's a word, a nice person, literally what I am, or try to be at least. But yeah, so long review, do apologise. Typical raggy review, it's never 5 minutes. And but yeah, a great beer. Oh, if you can get it, get it. Cheers all.